Hi Sakshi, how are you?
Hi Karishma, what's happening? What are you looking at?
Listen, I've been looking at this month with so many long weekends and festivities. Have you been looking at them?
That's good, no? I think the next one is that Eid one, right?
Yes.
I mean, are you going home? I'm guessing that since you're from Hyderabad, right?
I mean, Eid is fantastic in Hyderabad,
Yeah.
but have you looked at the airfares? I mean, look at this rising fuel prices and the higher airfares. I don't think I'm traveling this time.
But Karishma, even I was thinking summers this time. I've not been traveling for so long because of this COVID, and finally, when things are settling down, I wanted to plan some summer vacations. Do you think that I will have to shell out more then?
Well, I think it's both yes and no because you see that the prices are now taking a turn, and with so many other government rules coming in, especially the airfare caps, I think it's going to be difficult for you to book like an immediate ticket for like next 15 days.
Okay.
But if you're looking at booking tickets for probably 4 to 5 months down the line, that looks still feasible. But you
But
know,
4 to 6 months, Karishma. I'm like, I don't know whether COVID 4 wave will come or no. So I really wanted to travel in these long weekends only.
well, actually, Sakshi, I was having a look at various destinations that we could look at, and you'll see that for the coming few days, the ticket prices are higher, but as far you go, they keep decreasing,
Okay.
and that should give you some kind of understanding in order to book a holiday destination. In fact, why don't we just have a
Yeah,
look at
I'm
certain
like,
destinations?
I was looking at, say, a Goa or a potential Kashmir, maybe in Uttarakhand as well. Something like a 4 day weekend or, long weekend is what I was planning at. So let's quickly check
Yes.
if we have some of those ticket prices. Okay, so let me just look at, make my trip 1st and make my trip. Let's check out the coming weekend, like you talked about, 30th April, Delhi to Goa. And you have prices of 8159 rupees as the base price. And that's ranging from SpiceJet and Go First, Indigo, all of
And
these.
that is just one way.
That's just one way.
So
yeah.
that's actually a very higher price that we're talking about. In fact, Sakshi, to tell you,
Yeah.
online travel agencies have been sharing with me that in the last 2 to 3 weeks, they've
Yeah.
seen that the prices have shot up by almost 20 to 25%. And
That's
we need to
massive.
understand the dynamics of this. This
Yeah.
is not just because we're getting into this post-pandemic era. The two important factors is one, the demand is back. So
Yeah,
pandemic
everybody's
turbulence,
traveling.
everybody's liking it. But I think the second most important part is the rising ATF, and that's the global energy price.
Yeah.
That ATF is impacted is one of the reasons why these prices are high. Of course, besides the price caps, which goes without saying. In the current
Absolutely. And you see, I think let's check out Srinagar flights as well on the same dates. If I see that, you have Go First, Air India, SpiceJet. All of them actually talking about fares ranging from 8,500 to 9,000 rupees. And that's one way. And that's quite surprising again because these fares are normally about 5,000
Yeah.
rupees, and then you have these higher prices. Okay, let's check out the busier routes also like Bombay and Kolkata. If those are any cheaper, if I should change my routes at all.
No, Sakshi, I don't know if they're going to be any more economical in compared to the tourist destinations because the trunk routes are in fact the ones which currently must be priced between 15,000 to 20,000.
Okay.
But there's some kind of happy sight because many airlines have come out with this. Have you had a look at the discounts? and
Yes,
sales?
yes. In fact, I was going to come to that. I think I saw Vistara ad where they were talking about a June to September period, and they were saying that something like a 24.99 all in, and I was really excited about that because I was just thinking at the back of my mind that this is cheaper, and I want to go in summers only, so I could go for a cheaper flight, right?
Yes. Now, while this news is sale is very happy and go lucky, but Sakshi, the sale is periodical. It's nothing new that the airlines do. It's rather, a festive call or an occasional a timeline that they have put up. And the whole gamut behind the sale is that it's not on all seats. So if somebody is promising you a ticket for 2200, you have to check that which selected seat is it that they're offering on and which selected sector is it. And also, Sakshi, so a couple of these domestic airlines have given just a day or two to book. For example, one of the leading airlines said that you have to book your tickets between 19th and 21st for a travel from June to September.
Okay, so
Now,
just a 2 day period is
Yes.
when you have to decide.
Yes,
Okay.
but with pandemic 4, COVID wave 4 coming in, you think I can pressurize you to book tickets in 2 days?
Not at
No.
all.
So either that flight is getting cancelled or there is a prolonged stay coming
And
back.
you have no money coming back, no refunds of that, so you're going to lose on money also. I think that looks quite scary for now. But what is the way out? I mean, do you think that the changing landscape of the aviation sector will provide any relief? Because I was reading up on our Business Today magazine itself, the last issue, which the cover issue had dogfight alert, and it was talking about how we're going to be having the old airlines, the new airlines, and the Jet Airways 2.0, Tata Air India also now coming into fore. Is that going to create some kind of a competition and a price war? I was hoping for that at least to provide some relief.
Well, I think there'll definitely be a competition because why not? But I think there's also some kind of excitement that's coming in back to the sector.
Yeah.
In fact, when I was talking to management of Jet Airways and of course from Akasa, they have their own different kind of specialities that they're looking at. For example, Akasa has made itself very clear that we're not here for competition, we're not here to fight wars in the air, but we're here to get the best customer experience, and they've also termed already themselves as a low-cost carrier. Meanwhile, you see Jet Airways is now trying to set its feet back eventually. In fact, they're expecting that they could take off its first commercial flight this year. So Jet revival, Akasa coming, a new airline coming, Air India getting back to Tatas. I think that's more of a refurbished experience. Air India has been a homegrown brand and we all love traveling in it, but now backed by Tata's, I'd say, servicing, it's going to only get better. And of course, SpiceJet, I'd say the red hot and spicy has always been there, and Indigo with its new routes and in fact the new aircrafts that it's added. For a consumer, it's going to be an experience to enjoy. For an aviation enthusiast, we definitely have a lot of data churning to do.
But absolutely, you do have to do that.
Yes,
absolutely. But I wanted to ask you at this point in time, of course, that time will tell how things will churn and whether there will be any price wars on the fares, etc. But isn't the government really concerned about the pinch that the consumers are facing right now on these higher prices? Are they thinking about it at all?
Well, one of the major recommendations and proposals from the industry to the government has been to include ATF under GST. In fact, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman has also told us that we will have a look at this proposal. Now, there's so many proposals under a scanner, so we do not know when is this going to happen, but that could be considered as one major point of relief for consumers on the pricing side and also for industry, because I think aviation analysts also consider this, that airline makers and aircraft owners are really paying a lot towards the taxes, and that needs some kind of simpler taxation way out, like all the other industries have got it. Now, on higher prices, unfortunately, Sakshi, there's nothing that the government can do, there's nothing that even the airlines can do but price caps, which have been under consideration, in fact, by Ministry of Civil Aviation. Do not be surprised if an order comes in soon. The government has decided to do away with the price caps.
I hope that does not raise prices further, because that could be even worse for all of us planning.
No. In fact, getting away with price caps will actually get you cost for next 15 days also probably a little lesser in comparison to what they are currently, because the pandemic is going. People have started to live with this new way of life, so government could consider this, and that will bring some kind of stabilization. But I think the good side of it is that demand is coming up, and that's something to be cherished, and you can also see that with international travel. So I have to ask you, which is an international destination you would like to travel?
Well, someday Europe, I mean, I don't know when. I've been planning for it from the last 2.5 years, but I don't think this COVID is going to allow us very, very soon. And on top of that, these high airfares, I'm going to be looking at my pocket more than the travel plans as of now. But keeping our fingers crossed and hoping that, normalization really comes into fore, things get okay because of this Ukraine-Russia crisis again, fueling the crude prices higher. I hope everything normalizes so that we can actually plan our holidays much sooner. Thanks so much, Karishma, for giving me all that gyan, and hoping that just 4% of India Indians really travel by air. So the opportunities are quite wide for the aviation sector as well. So hoping for all of that really give us some stability, like you pointed out.
Absolutely. As a Cars and Jet Airways get back, I'm sure that 4% will change to a better number, keeping in mind the price wars will actually attract some deals for consumers.
Absolutely hoping for that. So cheers to that.
Cheers. Cheers to the empty cups
Yeah.
which are flying in the air.
Absolutely. We hope to fill that up soon. Thanks a lot.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.